Hello there and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel. I'm the RNGenius, buddy McCommy Eric, and in the last episode we left off traveling to Heimdallr, where we are just departing in train, and let's get there. 8:20. The Ministry of Railways wishes to thank all passengers for their patronage. This semi-express line is bound for Heimdallr. Our next stop is Heimdallr, the terminus of this express line. Please ensure you have all of your belongings when you are disembarking the train. Oh, it looks like we're almost there. Indeed, it doesn't feel as though our train ride was all that long. Well, Heimdallr is just a stone's throw west of Trista. We could have just gone back to Trista at night. Okay, why did you... We could have just gone back to Trista at night. When are we gonna go back to Trista instead? Well, yes, that's true, but... plenty of people commute to work the capital every day after all. Work in the capital. That's about as long of a train ride as I usually take to work as well. So I do the same thing. Heimdallr Central Station. Last time we just had to switch trains here. This time we are already where we want to be. So, who will our caretaker be?
Exactly on time.
I don't know that voice.
Huh?
Actually, is that Claire? Is that the frozen... No. No, come on. Icy Maiden? Yes, it
Wait,
do.
what? You're that...
That was hard. Voices, though.
You're from the Railway Military Police, if memory serves me correctly.
You're Captain Claire, was it?
That's right. I'm glad you remember me. I believe it's been about 3 months since we last met.
So, this must be the woman the group who went to Keldic encountered.
So this is an officer from the fearsome RMP?
Since you're here, does that mean you're going to be the one assigning our tasks for this month's field study?
No, I'm just here to provide a place for you to talk with the person who is. He should be here any moment now. Ah, here he comes.
Perfect timing.
Oh. We're actually gonna meet the governor?
No way.
Oh, he's on the board of directors as well, isn't he?
Dad?
Huh.
I've seen him in the Imperial Chronicle before.
Governor Regnitz, one of the Reformists' most influential voices.
So this is Machias's father.
This is the first time I've met most of you, so let me introduce myself.
Imperial Governor Regnitz.
I'm Karl Regnitz, Machias's father. I'm the governor of Heimdall and head of the local government. It's a pleasure to finally meet you, ladies and gentlemen of Class VII.
$8.50. Railway Military Police Command Post Briefing Room. My apologies for the location. I would have preferred to brief you in City Hall. But I'm regrettably short on time, so I had to ask the captain here to lend us this room. Anyway, let's move on to confirming your assignments and lodgings. Hold on a minute. How did you, of all people, end up being the one to sort out our lodgings and tasks? It's a little too convenient. Yeah, now that you mention it. If you would mind us asking, sir, how did you wind up as our point of contact? My apologies, I probably should have explained a little more first. It's actually a very simple reason. I'm here because I sit on Thors Military Academy's board of directors. The third and last one. You... What? How? First Juice is his brother, then Eliza's his mother, and now Maki as his father? It stretches the bounds of imagination to believe the Academy's choice of directors is mere coincidence. I can assure you, the three of us didn't arrange for it to be that way. If anything, I was unsure what to do when the Academy first offered me the position. The Academy did. Would I be right in assuming that there's some kind of secret reason behind the formation of Class VII? I'm afraid that's not my place to say. But whatever the case may be, I'm the third and final member of the Board of Directors. And that's why I'm the one who's prepared your field study tasks and arranged lodgings for all of you. Unbelievable. It's all starting to make sense now. Thanks for clearing that up, sir. Anyway, back to what you were saying before. Yes, as I said, I'm short on time, so I'm afraid I'll have to keep this brief. Your field study will take place over 3 days, of which this is the first. As such, the third day will coincide with the start of the summer festival. Each group will be assigned half of the city to attend to a list of needs I've drawn up for you. So one group will take the eastern half of the city and the other group the west? The city's big enough that it looks like we'll be working apart. The city is big enough that it looks like we'll be working apart even though we're in the same place. Indeed, I'm sure you've seen for yourself how vast Heimdallr is. If both groups were to rove around the entire city, you'd have trouble getting anything done. As such, I've broken it down so that all of Group A's tasks cover that area east of Vancour Street, while Group B's tasks are focused on the area west of Vancour Street. Vancour. Vancour. Must be an important street. I believe Vancour Street is the main thoroughfare that runs through the city, leading to the Imperial Palace. That's the one. As soon as we leave the station, you'll see it stretching out to the north. It's hardly a precise division, but for the purpose of this field study, I'm sure it'll be more than sufficient. Now I'd like each group to take one of these envelopes. Obtained a field study envelope. Address and keys. This envelope looks just like the ones we usually get with our field study itinerary. But what about this address and key? Group A, Alto Street, 43221. Group B, Vesta Street, 527-126. Should I write those down? Probably not necessary. Who knows? Should I commit them to memory? I mean, Alto Street is easy. It's just got the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4 inside of them and a certain number. But the other one's gonna be kind of difficult to just remember right now. I don't think I can do that right now. It'll take a couple minutes. Oh, I don't want to. Oh, Alto Street? That's around where my family lives? Really? Yep, can't say the address brings any particular place to mind, though. Yeah, I seem to remember Vesta Street being a main street on the west side of the city. Yes, it's a fairly lively working-class neighborhood. Dad, are these... That's right. The addresses of the places you'll be staying while you're here, along with their keys. Both groups will be staying in different places, so I suggest tracking down your lodgings before you start your work. Think of it as a small orienteering exercise to help you get a better feel for the city. Orienteering? Ah, my apologies. I'm afraid I'll have to take my leave now. Dad! Preparations for the summer festival have me running from place to place, as you can imagine. I wish I could stay in chat a bit longer, but that's life in politics for you. Oh, and one more thing. The communications functionality of your Arcus has been enabled in the city. Good luck out there. Wait, hold on just a... He's not holding on. I'm not sure what to make of it all. Since he's the governor, I was expecting him to seem a lot more strict, but he was actually... playful. I feel ashamed you had to see that. He's always been like that, I'm afraid. At least he manages to fulfill his responsibilities as governor, somehow. Actually, I've heard he's extremely good at his job. Coming from the background he does, he's friendly and down to earth, but people say he's a born leader too. The Imperial Chronicle always paints him in favorable light as well. I hear I hear he butts heads with the noble faction far less than his fellow reformist Chancellor Osbourne. In politics, a friendly demeanor can just as easily be an act to sway popular sentiment. After all, there aren't many who can waltz in and borrow meeting space from the RMP. Well, the capital is the nexus to the heart of the nation's entire railway network. As such, the railway military police finds itself indebted daily to Governor Regnitz's good graces. This was just an opportunity for us to return the favor at least a little. Come on now. Well, thank you for allowing us to use this room for our meeting. We need to get our field study underway, so if you'll excuse us. Of course, I wish you all well in your studies. If you'll follow me, I'll escort you to the station's exit. Incredible! It's so vast. $1 General Station. Everything is made out of brick. Interesting. That must have paid, like, you don't see many brick buildings like these in any of the major cities. It's not... It's really expensive. I don't think, the city, in the very far side, there's the palace. That is cool. That means this is the main street, huh? Cool, cool. The size of this city never ceases to amaze me. Way too many people. It only starts to sink in that I'm in the capital after I see an orbital tram zipping along. Is that what those little train vehicles are? I've never had the opportunity to ride one, but I believe they're used to ferry people around the city more easily. Yeah, they're the main form of public transportation here. They link all 16 of the capital's main districts. They're something of an icon here in Heimdallr. Their fare is pretty cheap too, which makes them convenient for getting around. Lots of people use them so often that they just buy a yearly pass. Amazing! All that and so many orbital cars on the roads too? Is that building off in the distance? That would be Valflame Palace, residence of His Majesty the Emperor. Although from what I understand, Chancellor Osbourne's imperial government is also situated within. Yes, that's the case. Anyway, I'll be taking my leave here. I wish you all the best of luck on your 3 days of field study. Thank you. Thanks for taking the time to see us off. She really doesn't seem like an army officer, does she? Indeed, though the railway military police are known as one of the Imperial Army's most elite divisions. Not to mention one of the branches most despised by the aristocracy. If a province has a railway, you can virtually guarantee they'll use it as an excuse to meddle in its security affairs. I've rarely seen them in Legram. Though, judging by their actions during our encounter in the nature park, they did seem exceptionally well trained. Yeah, even with the same number of soldiers, they had no trouble rolling right over the provincial army. And on top of that, the captain is so elegant and pretty. She even looks good in a uniform. Some people have all the luck. I think it's like she's everything Sarah isn't. You could say that again. No, it seems like those two have more than a little history between them. Alright, I suppose we ought to get moving then. Yeah, we'll need to hop on a tram to where our lodgings are, then find the addresses we've been given. We've got a long 3 days ahead of us, so let's give them our best. You can count on it. Fee, Laura, please take care of yourselves. You too. May the goddess be with you all. Take care. Alright, bye for now then. This eastbound orbital tram will be departing momentarily. All those wishing to board, please do so at this time. How do you know it's the right tram? You didn't even take a glance. I mean, Elliot sure knows what he's doing, I hope. Vancouver Street. I haven't been to the capital in a long time, but I'm always surprised at just how big this street is. Really? This here's nothing special to those who've lived here all their lives. And I suppose seeing all the orbital cars and trams zipping along must be a real sight to people from the provinces. Indeed, even though in my home province people are depending less and less on horse-drawn carriages, I've never seen so many orbital cars in one place before. Well, even here carriages were the standard up until about 20 years ago. These days they seem kinda quaint. You never really see any of them anymore. The Republic's capital has a lot of cars too, just like this. After that, Crossbell probably has the most. Oh, really? You've done a lot of traveling for someone your age. Oh, I guess when you were in a... Yeah, Jaeger work takes you places. God, she just got real angry all of a sudden. Her eyebrow is lowered. Nice. Anyway, what's Alto Street like? That's where we're staying while we're here, right? Isn't that where your house is, Elliot? Yeah, it's a pretty calm street, I guess. Ah, we should be taking a right here. I wonder how that really works. I guess it's a small train, but usually there would be a junction in the middle where the train can actually, you know, bend. I don't know. Alto Street. Etoile. Concert Cafe. I don't really find myself near Alto Street all that often. Looks like you live in a nice part of the city, though. You think? Anyway, we should start looking for where our lodgings are. Ah, yeah, Elliot. You live around here, right? Why don't we drop by your house first? But, well, that does seem like a natural thing to do. I kind of want to see it. Well, it's really near here, but still, I doubt my dad will be in. Not sure if my sis will be either. Yeah, I think you mentioned having an older sister before. All the more reason to pay a visit then, right? Okay, if you insist, thanks. My house is the two-story place with all the flowers over there. I don't know if anyone's home right now, but we can at least have a look. Two-story place with all the flowers. Alright. Definitely not where I want to be going right now. Triple question mark place. My house is the other way. Oh, whoops, my mistake. I don't think Elliots' place is this way. Yeah, it's one of the 2-story houses you'll see along the street. Milton. Ha! Didn't realize you were back. Man, and here I was thinking you'd come back looking like some burly super soldier. Now I can't go around spreading rumors cause everyone will know that ain't true. Good to see you haven't changed much either. Are you doing well? Well enough. I was kinda down when you first left since you were a target of a lot of my material. Then I realized that there's plenty of other stuff to gossip about anyway. I really do think you'd be better off not making up rumors to spread. Hey, I resent that remark. I didn't make them up, I just dramatized them a bit. Rumors don't spread at all without a little bit of a truth. You gotta get your act together, Elliot. You're too much like a kid. That's why only older girls are interested in you. You think so? I know so. Seriously, they all get crazy worried about you. Just last year I told a bunch of older sisterly types that you'd slipped down a hill and it practically started a riot. Boy. What kind of dick is this kid? I've spread a rumor about you having slipped down a hill. Wow. Jesus. Nice. Nice effect on the screen there. Or was that? Can I have that again? There. When the sun is on screen, the sun effect. Kind of like that. It's nice. It's like we're looking through a camera here. Which we're not. Which would be weird. Rome. It's just so busy at this time of year. There's so many events. There are so many events to attend. So many neighbors to greet. Being a housewife is hard work. It's just so busy at this time of year. You greet all your neighbors? I mean, in a city like this, you don't see many people greeting each other.
Well, if it isn't Elliot, what are you doing back here so soon?
Hey there, Sorrow. Mind if I ask what you're doing here?
Do you even need to ask? I'm figuring out this year's decorations, of course.
Wait, you're starting already?
We can't just decide on important matters like this willy-nilly. This sort of thing requires the utmost preparation and thought. Has the Archways' decoration been decided yet, Strauss? Make sure you put something nice and big on it so it stands out, okay?
Strauss. Jeez, why does Dad always have to be so demanding when it comes to this stuff? Events like this are the only time you'll ever see him this excited. Jeez, why does Dad always have to be so demanding? Tourist, my, this place looks so nice. This looks like a residential area too. I wouldn't mind living here myself. Oh, it certainly is impressive to see railroads within a city. They were really comfortable, and the view out of the window was wonderful. Horrible trams, I think they're called. Okay, was waiting for you. I didn't want to trigger a cutscene here walking after you. Looter, things seem really busy for everyone in City Hall now that the summer festival's so close. We got so many tourists during the festival that there's always loads of trouble for them to deal with. At least nothing serious has happened since Governor Regnitz came into power. There are always issues here and there when the summer festival rolls around. That's why everyone from City Hall is always so busy. You know, one complaint I have right now, the city looks so bricky. There's not a lick of, there wouldn't be a lick of greenery if people didn't, you know, take care of their houses. I mean, there's these little plots with trees inside of them that don't look like they would even work because the plot is way too tiny. I mean, underground, that the tree branches would spread like really far if it were a tree like this. And I don't think a plot of Earth like that is gonna be enough. And there's gotta be some foundation because there's a building standing right there. So I don't think this doesn't make any sense. But I don't think Elliots' place is this way. Yeah, come on. But this city does not look particularly friendly in that regard. The air in this place would be not so great either. Okay, are you gonna trap me in a cutscene? No, you're not. My house is right here. Oh, whoops, didn't mean to go right past it. So triple question mark place is gonna be our residence. Alto Street house might be, no. Okay, first of course, let's not make any mistakes here. I used to come here pretty often before I came to Thors. Perhaps we should settle our business in the area before we visit? Fine. If you're gonna be like this, I will also go into the Craig family home. It's been so long since I was here last that I feel a bit nervous. Don't worry, I know the feeling. No need for such hand-wringing. It is your home after all. I know, but still. Okay, come on in. Wow, it feels like it's been ages since I was home. So this is Elliots' house. Carefree voice. Oh, is someone there? I'll be with you in just a moment. Sorry for the wait. What? Is she? She looks just like Elliot. Hi sis, I'm home. Elliot? Elliot! Whoa! Oh my! It's you! It's really you! I didn't think I'd be able to see you again so soon. Oh, thank the goddess! Sis, please, not in front of my classmates. Looks like they get along pretty well. Yeah, I'm almost jealous. Fiona Crag. I'm Elliots' older sister, Fiona Crag. I hear you've been saving my brother's skin at school. I'm so glad to finally meet all of you. Actually, Elliot's the one doing the saving most of the time. Indeed, his attentiveness has proven valuable on so many occasions. Yeah, it has. Are you blushing? Of course not. Why would I be? Why would he be? Because he's into Fiona. Oh yeah, he's blushing. Oh, I see what's up. You must be Rean, Laura, Magius, and Fee. Now I can see what you meant when you wrote that you'd made some really interesting friends. Yeah. You're not teaching any piano classes today. As it so happens, I have the day off. And none of the children have come by either, so you picked a good time to visit. Oh, you teach piano here at home. Well, it isn't the Winter Orchestra at the Academy, too. Is everyone in this family a musician? Well, almost. My dad's not really the musical type. Couldn't carry a tune in a wheelbarrow. I'd love the chance to go to a concert as a family once in a while. But he's so busy with work that he rarely has the chance to come home and see us. What does your dad do anyway? Well... Oh, have you not told them? Now that you mention it, I don't recall you ever saying. Is it something secret you can't talk about? No, nothing like that. He's in the Imperial Army. Imperial Army? Really? Yeah, probably no way you'd guess that looking at me. No way you'd guess that looking at me, right? I didn't exactly inherit the physique. You've got a point. Ooh, that was not the right thing to say. But man, the last the last name Crag in the army, it sounds really familiar. Wait. Your father wouldn't happen to be Olaf Crag, would he? The Olaf Crag, decorated Lieutenant General of Erebonia's armed forces? That's our dad, alright. I think I've heard of him. Many consider him the most formidable general in the Imperial Army, and he's known more wildly around the Empire simply as Crag the Red. He leads the 4th Armored Division, which boasts the greatest firepower in the entire armed forces. I read about him in the research I did before entering the academy, but I never put 2 and 2 together when I met Elliot. Come to think of it, doesn't Instructor Neidhart come from the 4th Armored Division too? It kind of threw me when I saw Elliot just casually chatting with him a while ago. But now I can see how you would wind up talking with him outside of class. Oh, did you see that? Yeah, I met him through my dad before coming to the academy. Well, I'm not surprised you didn't peg me as Olaf Crag's son. I was kind of hoping you wouldn't find out. Elliot. It doesn't take a physique to see that there's something going on here. No, what? Doesn't take a psychic to see there's something going on there. Sorry, I didn't mean to make things all awkward like this. Just don't worry about it. Right. Do you know any hotels around here, Fiona? We've got an address for where we are staying, and it's apparently around here, but I've got no clue where it actually is. What? You're not staying here? Well, we are in town for a field study. Besides, there aren't enough beds here for all of us. But it's been so long since I last saw you. Oh, I guess you finally reached that age when it's not cool to give your sis big hugs anymore. I feel a little sad, but I guess we all grow up. I'll still be watching over you, though. Sis, please. His sister seems to be even more attached to him than he is to her. Still, that's kind of strange. There aren't any hotels in this area, at least not that I know of. None at all? Perhaps my father gave us the wrong address? But your father doesn't seem like the type to make such a careless mistake. I'm not 100% sure, but can you show me the address he gave you? Oh, sure thing, it's written right here. Rean handed over the memo with the address of their lodgings to Fiona. Oh, it's that triple question mark house that everyone talks about. I think I know where this is. Isn't that where the old Bracer Guild used to be? Oh boy. Oh, a guild branch? Are you sure? Yeah, an old friend of mine used to work there. No, we've been out of touch for a while now. Really? I had no idea. Bracers, huh? Still? I'm baffled as to why my father would choose to put us up in an old guild house. Well, we should at least go have a look for ourselves. Do you know the way, Elliot? I think so. It should be just down the road from here. I was hoping you'd stay a bit longer, but if you have things to do, I'll just sit here alone. It would make my day if you dropped by for meals while you're here, though. I'd be more than happy to cook for you all. That sounds great. What do you guys think? Well, if it wouldn't be any trouble. I'm not going to turn down some home cooking. I'm in. That's the spirit. I'll be sure to treat you to the very best I can whip up. I'll be sure to treat you to the very best I can whip up this evening. So make sure you got plenty done today and work up a real appetite. It seems we have more than just the festival to look forward to now. You said it. Alright, let's head over to the guild. Okay. Alright. Before we head over to the old guild house, I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope I'll see you in the next episode as well. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye-bye.